is the Oregon story and the Portland story is that we have more often and more significantly than other places managed to align our values and public policy, even sometimes controversial at the time, and then citizen action. Those three work together. It's not like we get the public policy first and then citizens wake up. Actually, quite the contrary, right? It works the other way around. And so our state legislature has been a big factor in that success story. We have former State Senator Dick Springer here. We have Representative Lou Frederick here. Thank you for your leadership, because it's made a big difference. Right? And that was a controversial, difficult decision at the time, but then we've stuck with it and reinforced it by trying to actually follow that plan, only very occasionally and very miserly additions to the urban growth boundary. Difficult proposition for us in the city, having to accept and accommodate and design more density into the place we already live in, as opposed to paving over the farmland. But we understand that there are pluses and minuses to that bargain, and we try to make it work. So you were talking about whether we should be hopeful or not, you know, and think about our kids and our grandkids. And I am optimistic, not just because politicians like to be glass half full people, but I think we can look at the Oregon story, the Portland story, and see that success does make a difference, and then it starts to have a global impact, not just in what we do, but in what we teach. And I want to talk a little bit about that as well. I mean, we were the first city to adopt a climate reduction plan. I was on a newly minted city council member, city commissioner back in 1993 when we did that. And now a lot of cities have done it. And in fact, now we have the C40 group, which is cities around the world, now 63 of us. And Portland is a member of that group, not because of our size, because most of the members are cities like Johannesburg and Sao Paulo, Paris and London. We're a member of that group because we have been leaders. We have had that alignment of values and action and policy long enough that places around the world have noticed us and said, wow, look what Portland's doing. In fact, my wife Nancy is here. She runs a program at Portland State that deals with all the incoming delegations that come to Portland every week to study what we do. And it's called First Stop Portland, program. I call it the Tour du Jour program because people come here now from all over the world, and we're the only city that has anything like that, with maybe the possible exception now of Copenhagen. So we've been out punching above our weight as a city for a long time, and that has helped influence global policy. So now we have these 63 cities in the C40 group. If those 63 cities do what they say they're going to do in their carbon action plans, we will avoid 1 billion tons of carbon going into the atmosphere a year, just from those 63 places. So I'm optimistic that actually local action spreading in positive ways, as we've already demonstrated with light rail and climate action plans and individual strategies like how do you build a LEED building. All those things tend to go viral in a good way and spread to other places. And I think Portland should be proud of that impact. And we should also be proud of what we've accomplished here. We have had a 35% reduction in carbon, even while we've had a 25% increase in our population. So here, and we'll get more to questions in a couple minutes, but I think we have plenty of cause to be optimistic, plenty of cause to be proud of what we've done, and now to say, okay, well, we think we're pretty great, and so do some other folks. What do we do next? And that's why this dialogue is really important, because again, back to my thesis, that there's